What's going on, car family? I'm Ben Wayne. Thank you for joining me in another video. Today, we are at Motorcars of Georgia, and we're going to be taking a look at the 2018 Rolls-Royce Dawn Black Badge. The Rolls-Royce Dawn was initially introduced to us in 2015. The Black Badge moniker was created by Rolls-Royce to help its models appeal to a younger audience, an audience who wanted the ultimate in luxury refinement with a more athletic appeal, an audience who thought the Phantom was nice, but it just looked a little too big and seemed a little too old school. In fact, since 2010, the average age of the Rolls-Royce owner has dropped from 56 to 45 years old. The Rolls-Royce Black Badge moniker has been strongly inspired by Rolls-Royce owners of the past, but not just any Rolls-Royce owners. We're talking boxers, musicians, and fashion designers. And when I say boxers, I'm talking Muhammad Ali. As far as musicians, that would be Keith Moon from The Who. And as far as a fashion designer, that would be Yves Saint Laurent. So those are big names there. So today, let's go through some of the exterior and interior details of this 2018 Rolls-Royce Dawn Black Badge and see how this ride has been engineered for excellence. Taking a look at the front of the vehicle, you'll notice you have full LED headlamps. These LED headlamps truly help illustrate how wide this car is. This is an exceptionally large vehicle. Your Spirit of Ecstasy and radiator grille have been finished in a black chrome. And your Rolls-Royce badge is not the traditional badge. The colors have been inverted. On the lower portion of the car, you'll find a beautifully sculpted black front bumper. Now, all these styling cues in combination help provide the Dawn Black Badge with a more aggressive appeal when compared to the traditional Dawn. Let's take a look at the side profile of the Rolls-Royce Dawn. Starting at the front of the car, you have a stylish line that shoots all the way down the car's length, over the shoulders and raises ever so slightly right here, and then goes further back and tapers away. Now, to those of you who are familiar with the Rolls-Royce brand, this particular portion where it raises over the shoulders might remind you a little bit of the Rolls-Royce Corniche. And speaking of the Rolls-Royce Dawn side profile, many people would be quick to assume that the Rolls-Royce Dawn is merely a Wraith without a fixed roof, but that would be incorrect. Over 80% of the Dawn's body panels are unique to this vehicle. So Rolls-Royce Motors did spend some time in design making the Rolls-Royce Dawn have its own unique appeal. We just talked about how the Dawn has its own unique profile when compared to the fixed roof Wraith, and I think that's a great segue into talking about some of the details into this retractable soft top. So let's go ahead and raise the top. You'll notice when the top is in operation, you can barely hear anything. Rolls-Royce engineers put an awful lot of work into making this possible. They even gave it a name. They refer to it as the silent Valet. Typical Rolls-Royce, right? As you can see, this is a very thick soft top. As a matter of fact, there are 6 layers. And the reasoning behind the 6 layers is that when you're riding in this car, you want to experience the quiet and peaceful, serene environment of a fixed roof coupe. So let's go ahead and lower the top now. I'll press the unlock button, and as you can see, the silent Valet starts to perform again. The top operation takes roughly 21 seconds and can be done at speeds of up to 31 miles per hour. But it's really cool just to sit back and watch it. Even the interior of the top is high quality. It's finished in cashmere. So everything about this car is just done to the nth degree. It's really exceptional. Taking a quick look at the rear of the Dawn, you have black chrome accents, an inverted Rolls-Royce badge, and then coming over to the tail lamps, you'll notice they're surrounded in a traditional chrome. Now, in my opinion, this would have looked great if it was surrounded in the black chrome as well. Coming further down, you have your bumper and then a sports exhaust system, which we'll get to hear a little bit later in the review. Let's talk about the wheel and tire setup of this Dawn. Now, on Black Badge models, you'll notice you get this unique wheel design. This wheel is actually composed of a carbon fiber composite alloy. The wheel is composed using 22 carbon fiber structural cloths that have been finished in a protective high temperature resin. Now, the actual face of the wheel is composed of aluminum and has been attached to the carbon fiber portion using 25 titanium bolts. These wheels have been shot in Continental tires that are 255 up front and 285 in the rear. Now, per Rolls-Royce request, Continental has used tires with a stickier compound when compared to the tires that are found on the traditional Rolls-Royce Dawn. I also want to make mention that the brake rotors up front have been increased in diameter by 1 inch when compared to the traditional Dawn. And that's not just for better heat dispersal. The primary purpose of that increase is for a better brake feel when driving. Underneath the hood of the Dawn, you will find a 6.6 liter V12 engine, which produces 593 horsepower from 5,250 RPM to 6,000 RPM. Now it also produces an incredible 620 pound-foot of torque from the very low engine speed of 1,650 RPM all the way to 4,750 RPM. Now this engine is connected to a satellite-aided 8-speed automatic transmission. 0 to 60 occurs in 4.8 seconds, and you have a top speed which has been governed at 155 miles per hour. Now with all that being said, let's listen to how the Sport exhaust system sounds. So now that we've heard the Sport exhaust system, let's close the hood and check out this car's interior. Sitting in this car is as comfortable as you think it is. The interior is just full of tons and tons of detail. One of the first things you notice when you sit inside this vehicle are the Black Badge tread plates located on the door sills. That's an exceptional touch. Taking a look at the top of the dash, it's covered in a nice, soft and supple natural grain black leather, and I love the contrast red hide going throughout the car as well, along with contrast stitching. Further down, you have your infotainment system, your traditional air conditioner vents that can be found in Rolls-Royce since practically the beginning of time. Coming further down, you have glass buttons for your radio control, and then nice controls for your air conditioning system. Further down, you have piano black veneers throughout this particular vehicle, cup holders, and then controls for your infotainment system. Very similar to what you'll find in BMWs, which makes sense if you know this car's background. Coming further back, you have storage in the center console as well. The seats in this particular vehicle are absolutely amazing. They are so comfortable. They're finished in that soft natural grain leather that's black with red contrast accents as well, which really makes the interior of this car pop. They are fully adjustable as you would imagine, 3 levels of heating and cooling of course, and one of my favorite features is the embroidery on the headrest. I know it's not a big deal, but it's a nice little touch that just further enhances the details that have been incorporated on this amazing interior. Coming over to the steering wheel, you have a dual tone theme with a black leather outer portion and then a red leather inner portion, which really makes it pop. You have piano black veneers on the steering wheel as well, and then you have bright work, which are buttons to control your instrument cluster and then controls for your volume as well. The steering wheel is a nice thin rimmed feel to it. It's really nice and traditional, but I just love the way it feels in my hands. It's really nicely done. Let's talk about the doors for a little bit. They're reverse hinged as you would expect. They're finished in the black leather with red leather accents. Your door handles are finished in chrome, really nice and cold to the touch. I love that sense of quality when touching different parts of this car. You have controls for all 4 windows and side view mirrors, storage on the bottom of the door as well, accented in that red hide. The Rolls-Royce Dawn is a car that has been designed to be a true 4-seater. Rolls-Royce Motorcars believes that luxury is something that should be shared, and therefore they have made sure that all 4 occupants in the Dawn are able to travel as comfortably as possible. And sitting in the back, I'd say they definitely succeeded. I don't feel cramped at all. There's plenty of leg room. The seats are just as comfortable as they are up front. You have piano black veneer, your metal air conditioning vents, and then red accents throughout. This car is truly comfortable. And one thing I noticed while sitting in the back is that the sides of the car come up a little bit behind you, so it makes you feel like you're being wrapped in leather. It is truly comfortable back here. You might have noticed during the review that the infinity symbol has been located throughout this vehicle in various places. There's some history to this symbol. Back in the 1900s, particularly the first quarter, English insurance companies who insured high-performance cars doing top speed runs would label these cars with the infinity symbol, meaning limitless. And I think it's really cool that Rolls-Royce has included a snippet of history in their modern cars. That was a brief tour of the 2018 Rolls-Royce Dawn Black Badge. This is a truly massive car, and the seats in this car might be the most comfortable seats I've ever sat in a vehicle to date. Let me know what you think in the comments section. I'd like to give a special thanks to Motorcars of Georgia for having me out to film this Black Badge Dawn. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll catch you in the next one.